Hello Wolfpack, we're back here and we're on the Wanchain weekly chart today, and the daily chart, and then also the Bitcoin chart on the daily interval. We're looking into Wanchain as per our VIP member request. Wanchain is a coin we've spoken about quite extensively in the free group as well and on our Twitter. It is one of my favorite coins in this bull run coming up, and I definitely have high ambitions for Wanchain. So let's just jump straight into the charts here. We can see Wanchain on the weekly chart came out roughly in March 2018, just after the bull market, the last bull market in the 2017-2018 run. A very bad time for a coin to come into the market right after a bull market when sentiment is very low. And so we saw a dramatic spike up, and then a sharp move down as everyone started to exit the market due to the big Bitcoin drop and stabilization at a low level. So Wanchain was kind of doomed to start with last year, and a lot of people were hating on Wanchain during the bear market. We saw a long drawn out 3-year period in which Wanchain did not cross over the 66 cent level. And that is actually a very bullish sign. When you see lots of people hating on a coin due to factors that were out of a coin's control, Wanchain was building throughout the bear market. They did not worry about the price action. They focused on the technology, and we have a product today that is ready to be released into the market in perfect formation. We have institutional partnerships that we did not have in 2018. So let's just run through some of the fundamentals real quick. So in 2018, Wanchain was just a white paper, basically. It wasn't a product, it was just an empty promise. And now Wanchain is a product. It has an institutional partnership with State Grid Corporation of China, which is the 4th largest company in the world by annual revenue and has over 1.5 million employees. It's working to integrate many coins into the ecosystem, including EOS, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, and ICP. It has multiple subchains, including WAN Swap, which is a kind of like a decentralized DEX on the Wanchain ecosystem. It has Zookeeper, which is a gamified NFT slash staking platform on the Wanchain ecosystem, and has WAN Lend, which is a loan service on the Wanchain ecosystem. So we can see that Wanchain has been working throughout the bear market and has established itself as one of the big names, especially to Chinese institutions. However, the word has not quite gotten out to the everyday retail investor. So that is why the price action is kind of slumped here. Not many people know about Wanchain, but the fundamentals are something to gasp about. We'll jump onto the daily chart to get a look at some shorter term price action here on Wanchain. We've got a few indicators here. We've got the Ikomoku cloud, the fundamental MAs, which is the 725 and 99 MAs, and we've got the bull market support band as well. So basically what we've seen with Wanchain is a massive exponential run up. Obviously nothing compared to what we saw the last bull market, but that's because this bull market was cut off quite early due to a Bitcoin drop. We saw a double top around the 267 cent area, $2.67, and then we saw a sharp drop down into current price action in which we saw a descending wedge. Something very interesting happened here with Wanchain that we don't usually see in these kind of structures. We saw a breakout of this wedge here, but as Bitcoin started to drop from the 36k area to around 34k and below, we've seen riding on the top of this wedge. We're using it as a support zone here, so that's why I've left it drawn in. It has technically been invalidated, but the top support line seems to be some sort of trend line that we've flipped over for support here. That was resistance. So we can see we're riding that down. We might see a drop back into this descending wedge, but as you can see, we're at the bottom of a very critical support zone. Basically, whether we're going to break up this support zone or not depends entirely on Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin drops below 27.7k, then we should be seeing Wanchain at around the 25 cent to the 20 cent level. So what we can see here on the Wanchain daily chart, if we zoom out quite quickly here, excuse me, we can see we're below the bull market support band. We've broken out of that descending wedge in a bullish formation, but we've kind of slumped back down and we're riding it for support. We can see that we're in a bit of a free fall here as we've lost the 7 MA and the 25 MA is also above. So in terms of bullish price action, we're not seeing that much on Wanchain, but that is the case for the entire market. We've also seen a bearish MACD cross here just starting to play out. That will possibly be confirmed within this daily candle if we do not see a quick move up on Bitcoin. And that bearish MACD cross might take us below this support zone here into our second buying range. However, in a larger scheme of things, I mean, Wanchain reached almost $11 in the last bull run, $11 USD. So these prices are great all around, especially in terms of the fundamentals and the big partnership that was released in February, announced in February. I think that this short-term price action is highly irrelevant. However, I would not be buying my full bag of Wanchain in this zone. Zone 2 looks highly possible, especially with the bearish kind of price movements on Bitcoin. So let's look at the Bitcoin chart here, the WAN Bitcoin chart. We can see that there's not really much to be said here. Wanchain did not have that much of a bull market this year in this bull market due to the fact that it's kind of a mid to low cap coin, does not have much traction. So when the altcoin season took off, yes, Wanchain rose in the USD value, but the Bitcoin chart kind of lagged behind a little bit. We can see when it was released into the market here in April 2018 or March 2018, we saw a massive run up, and that's due to the fact that most altcoins were dead by that time, and Wanchain was actually the only one running up, and it reached heights on the ladders, I think up to the top 30. That will have to be confirmed, but I think that's where it reached. So that's why we have this massive spike up in this chart here that's kind of going to exponentially outweigh Wanchain. I don't really expect it to get that point again unless we reach the top 10 in the current market or something similar. But yes, we can see that Wanchain is still kind of crushed down below this support zone here at 0.00004 sats per Bitcoin per Wanchain. And we would be expecting that to move up as Wanchain moves up on the overall market cap leaderboards later in the bull run after Bitcoin has potentially tested 20k and moved up. So we know what my thoughts are on Bitcoin. This was the Wanchain video we're bringing. This is a bit of a hidden gem. I would be expecting this coin personally, not financial advice, to probably reach about a 20x in this bull market. And I think as for price predictions, anything underneath 100 USD seems reasonable for Wanchain. I mean, considering the partnerships they've got in the institutional market in China, considering the work they've been doing on integrating different coins, this is definitely something to keep an eye on at the very least. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.